A Sioux Falls man has created a unique display in his house because of his hobby related to his love of trains. Eric Thorstensen introduces us to Jim Kreckelberg. This week, So Many Should Know.
In the basement of his West Side Sioux Falls home, Jim Kreckelberg works with model trains.
What it is, it's just kind of a relaxing hobby. Instead of watching television at night, I can come down, sit down here and work on a model. I can just give some thought as to what the next phase is going to be.
He used to work a lot of hours when he was working, and this was kind of his getaway. You know, it was really, since he retired, it's been a blessing for him because it gives him something to do.
Jim developed an interest in trains at a young age.
Well, I think it really started back in my teens. My dad worked for the Chicago Northwestern here in Sioux Falls, and I used to work downtown during high school and college. Woolworths was a store downtown, and so when I get my paycheck, I would run down to Woolworths and buy a car or two.
Years later, with some of those cars he got at Woolworths, he took the hobby to the next level.
So I started to build a layout. I actually went to a community ed class on model railroading.
That layout is now 15 years in the making.
And all the sound effects if the engine has a sound decoder in it. Originally I only intended to have the one level on here, and as we progressed I thought, let's try something different. So I actually built a helix and put on the second level here. Everything on here has been built, whether it's a model, scratch built, trackling, all of it. It's really kind of designed, I can run them just in a circular like we were doing right now. They just run continuous, or I'll actually shut off certain tracks so we have to run back and forth. Each engine that runs on here, I can run up to, I think I've had up to 7 at one time on here running. Each one has a throttle and actually runs each engine. So I can speed it up, make sound.
Jim is active in the Dakota Southeastern Division's Model Railroad Club, who put on shows throughout the region. Club members also get together to work with the home layout.
There's actually 7 towns on the layout here, and each one has a set of different industries and different tasks to do. So we actually have a dispatcher, and we'll have probably usually 4, maybe 5 members come over. And we actually give them, the dispatcher will give them instructions to run train 832 from Beaverton to Portsmouth. And they're instructed to drop off X number of cars at Portsmouth and pick up a few more cars and go to the next town. And it's about a 3-hour commitment of time to do that.
He enjoys the camaraderie with his other train people, and you know, he hates it when I say, "Oh, are you going to go play with your train boys today?"
He has plenty of time to play, retired after working more than 30 years in accounting at Good Sam, and his display will keep getting better.
So I just want to keep adding to it, doing more scenery. I want to eventually start to add lights and more sound features to the layout, just to bring it to life a little bit more.
In Sioux Falls, Eric Thorstensen, Dakota News Now.
Jim says his grandkids love to see his display, and they'll have a fundraiser for the Model Train Club in the fall by selling tickets to see the setup in his home. As always, if there's something you think we should all know about, please email a nomination to news@dakotanewsnow.com.